There is scope within the current national budget to further increase salaries for public workers on top of the 100% increment that was announced last week, an official has said. Finance and Economic Development Minister Professor Mthuli Ncube said talks between the government and civil servants representatives were going on to thrash out additional reviews of salaries and conditions of service. Just recently, the government announced that civil servants' basic salaries have been increased by 100% with effect from 1 July 2022, and that negotiations are continuing through the National Joint Negotiating Council platform to come up with additional salary and condition of service reviews, he told a press briefing. We are continuing our discussions with civil servants and to hear their concerns, to see where there is any flexibility at all to increase their salaries in Zimbabwe dollars or United States dollars. He said the government had reviewed upwards the health sector-specific allowances, which include on-call allowances, which apply to doctors and laboratory scientists, and night duty, standby or call-out allowances, which apply to nurses, nurse aides and general hands in theater. Other health sector allowances reviewed include the nurse manager's allowances and COVID-19 and infectious disease risk allowances. In the education sector, the payment of performance awards which had been withheld due to financial constraints have been restored, and these would now be processed effective 1 July 2022. Ncube said at least 34,000 housing units within and outside school premises would be constructed for teachers over a period of 5 years. The government was also paying school fees for up to 3 biological children per teaching family, he said. This benefit applies to teachers and payment will be made directly to schools and will be up to a prescribed limit per biological child. Currently this limit is ZWL 20,000 per child per term, and the Treasury is ready to disburse the required amounts for the first term. In the security sector, Ncube said the government had introduced the military salary concept and its equivalent across the security cluster, covering various categories of benefits. He said the government was also instituting immediate measures to increase access to institutional housing and transportation for serving members of the security services. For parliamentarians, Ncube said the government had recently introduced a constituency visit allowance to improve relations between elected officials and their constituents. Fuel is provided to members in all constituencies, irrespective of the distance to their constituencies from the capital city, he said.